Hey everybody, welcome. We're going to kick off Midnight Hunt with some Sealed. Even though Sealed is not the best value for your gem return, if you're collection building early, like if you're someone who generally buys booster packs from Arena, whether it's from cash in the bundles or whether it's just ad hoc from the store, if you're a booster buyer, Sealed is generally fine because it's a way to buy boosters with gameplay effectively. But if you're not a booster buyer, it's not the best value because a lot of the prize value, a lot of the EV is through the packs. Because you see, if one pack, 3 packs, and then up to it is at least 3 packs. Like it just doesn't take much to get the 3 packs. Like heck, gosh, 0 wins gets you 3 packs. So. Is that new? I don't feel like the prize wasn't that flat before, but maybe I just don't play any Sealed, so I'm not remembering. In any case, this flat distribution of 3 extra booster packs along with the 6 that you open mean that it's fine for collection building. It's just that it doesn't give, we're talking, if you can get to 6 wins, you get your gems back. That's not great. So why am I doing this? Well, first, we're so gem independent that we can play in this no big deal. Although I do got to watch out. I've generally been spending gems and earning gold and saving gold, but there are some events that are gem only. And if I were to run out of gems, that would stink. I'm not that close or anything, but I don't want to get below like 5,000 or 6,000 gems because of events like this. But anyway, we are going to, because we can afford it, and because mainly I know very little about this set. So forgive me, chat, forgive me, YouTube viewers, ahead of time. We already ran the no reading meme before we got on here. I'm going to do my level best to play the best I can here, but gonna not worry too much about results today beyond learning the interactions, learning the cards, and learning where I completely failed to read, which is no doubt gonna happen. If you find yourself digging any of these cards and you're realizing that you want / need / hope to have some for your tabletop action, I want to send you to my sponsor, cardkingdom.com. They are purveyors of that physical magic stuff. I am too. You can check out my store as well, but Card Kingdom has me blown away on most levels, not on customer service. I feel like I'm right up there with them on that. But when it comes to inventory and buy prices, I match them because I have to. They make my job so hard with their buy prices. Like trying to be a secondary market magic person who respects and matches Card Kingdom's buy prices really takes away my margins because they have the best in the biz. They're an awesome company that looks to give back to their community. So if you're looking to get cardboard for your tabletop, I highly recommend checking out my sponsor via my affiliate links. Let them know you got there from here, and then we get to keep playing Limited together. But here we go. We're going to play some Sealed. I'm going to get out of your way, and we'll take a look at our rares. Looks very red and green. Hopefully these are all just great and we're red-green. Look at that. All right, what do we got here? We got a Reckless Stormseeker, a 2/3 for 3, which is obviously not great, so this must be doing some awesome stuff at rare. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. All right, so this is like a singer, but a singer, upside singer. So already we have an upside to our singer, which was already a nice card, Valor Singer. But there's also a flip side. What does it do? Same deal, but +2/+0, trample and haste. So it gets even better on the other side. Well, that seems great. If you're in red, you're never. I mean, this is a reason. This is a rare I'm going to start out with over removal in a lot of cases, I think. The Valor Singer was great even with what it was doing, and this is just Valor Singer Plus and then Valor Singer A+. So that's nice. Smoldering Egg. Now, I don't know what this does yet, but it's transformational and egg, so it almost certainly, there's a dragon over there. It's got to turn into a dragon, right? What conditions? 04 Defender, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a number of Ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Then, if Smoldering Egg has 7 or more Ember counters on it, remove them and transform Smoldering Egg. And then you get yourself a 4/4 Flying Dragon, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it deals 2 damage to any target. And oh yeah, I was gonna say it's Magecraft, but it's not, because Magecraft does the copying thing. So yeah, that is a heck of a blue-red build-around. Not that it's build-around implies that you can't play it outside of that context. I'm just saying that's not the case here. I think you just run this and with a handful of spells and expect to flip it eventually. But if you're in a dedicated spells deck, you get to flip this quick and then do some extra damage with it. So that's just where it's at its peak. But looks like we're playing red. I'm going to check the gold card last. Curse of Shaken Faith is Enchant Player. These historically have not been that great. Let's see what this one does. Whenever enchanted player casts a spell other than the first spell they cast each turn or copies a spell... Yeah, see, nah, we're not really doing this, right? Curse of the Shaken Faith deals 2 damage to them. So this is a constructed sideboard card, right? This is to punish people abusing multi-spell type stuff in standard, right? So I'm not playing that. Let's check Tovolar, Dire Overlord. Whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves and werewolves... I lost it. So wolves and werewolves have curiosity. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more, it becomes night. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. And so then at night, whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Same thing. But it has the land, right? Yeah, it's that. I think did we talk about this one? I feel like, yeah, we talked about this one. So, it just looks good. Another great looking card. Obviously, you want wolves and werewolves, but it works with itself. So even a 3/3 for 3 that curiosity itself is pretty good. And we have this one happens to be another werewolf over here, so we have at least a second we want to play. I mean, I'll take a look at this white rare, but it sure seems like we're playing red-green. Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Is that right pronunciation? 1 white for a star 4. Vigilance. Its power is equal to the number of creatures you control, so it's at least a 1/4. Whenever you attack, for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. That's a neat design for Commander, obviously. Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, in 1v1 Magic Scully, it works exactly. You think I attack you, and then it makes a 1/1, and so then my Cathar immediately becomes a 2/4 Vigilance. So really, it attacks. It's a 1/4 on defense and a 2/4 Vigilance when it attacks. And if you happen to be able to get your soldier through, then it can get bigger and bigger. So yeah, that's a nice one. But the white is a little oppressive. So we're going to continue, and I'll show you how I approach looking at sealed pools on Arena can be tough. Yeah, it doesn't have to be sent in. But then with multiplayer, so like if I'm playing against 3 other people, it would send a 1/1 at each of them. Anyway, I'm pretty much going to tunnel vision red green, yes, but I do want to at least show you how I take a look at these cards. After taking a look at the rares, I like to move to the uncommons. They generally fit on one screen, even if you keep them small. But we'll go big and have 2 screens of uncommons here. Another hard to cast, so like our white is just generally asking a lot of us so far. Becomes day. So as we've seen, the night side powers on these cards tend to be just upgraded versions of the day side. From what I've seen, that's like the default on the werewolves, at least. So in general, I'm thinking of cards that make it daytime as being decent anti-werewolf tech in the sense that at least it depowers the werewolves out there. Loyal Griff. I don't. So I can't even. I'm not even gonna read this. I just don't see. It's not a reading stream. Those are too many words to read today for first thing. Loyal Griff, 2 and a white flash, flying 2/2, and it enters the battlefield. Oh, that has a lot going on for it. I mean, as this baseline 2/2 for flying for 3, which we don't love anymore, but is not embarrassing. Like, you're going to generally run it if you're aggressive or need some air defense. Flash means you could potentially eat some 1/1s and 1/2s. That's a low range, but you could. And then you may self bounce. I mean, that's just upside, right? If you've got some sweet ETB creature, do it again. I like the tool set on this. And as you see, like, normally a 2/2 for 3 flying is a common, but there's enough going on with the Griff that they've put this at uncommon. Scob Wrangler, 1 and a blue for a 2/1, tap 3 untapped creatures you control, tap target creature. It's the kind of thing that seems terrible until it's working, and then you're like, oh. One of the things to note about this is that it doesn't require tapping itself. So if you have, I don't know what kind of token making, we've seen a little bit of the token making, but like, if there's just a bunch of token making and you happen to spit out 4 1/1 tokens that aren't doing anything, and then you get one other creature, suddenly they're tapping 2. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, decay is token making. Thank you. I forgot about decay. Another good decay use here. Infernal Grasp. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. Wow. Wow. That is a card. I mean, I didn't know this existed. I'm so used to the uncommon 2 mana black instant that destroys a target creature, except it only destroys about 80% of the creatures, right? Destroy 80% of the creatures in the format, right? That's generally what the uncommon Doomblade-ish card says in practice. Destroy 80% of the creatures in the format, but this is destroy 98% of the creatures in the format. Obviously, it needs the things with hexproof or Mega Ward still can't really be hit by this. But for the low cost of 2 life, having a near 100% reach on your removal is incredible. Now, you're at 1 life and you draw this card and you just need to kill that thing that's killing you, then you're feeling it. But in general, this is an incredible version of the Doomblade and may become the new standard. Necrosynthesis, 1 and a black. Enchant creature has, whenever another creature dies, +1/+1 this. When this dies, look at the top X, where X is power. So you get a card back. Well, that seems like that's just asking to be blown out. We're not going to really play that. Let's get to the colors we want to play anyway. Cathartic Pyre, 1 and a red, instant, 3 damage. We have 2 freaking lightning strikes. I don't even care what else it does. What, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards? Okay, sure. We're never using that, but okay. Let's just make our red-green deck right now. The thing is, I'm so underinformed on these cards. I'm liking reading them and thinking about them. I hope you're cool with that. I know some of you are up on your set reviews and whatnot. This is kind of like a sub-set review, but got to get some sense of what's going on here before we jump in. Yeah, are we splashing this or not? We'll see. What is this? Spellrune Painter, 2 and a red for a 2/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets +1. Okay, so it's got that. And then on the flip side, it gets bigger and it triggers bigger. So continuing to see the flip sides be the plus version of whatever the front side is. Ambusher. When this enters the battlefield and if opponent lost life this turn, it deals X damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of vampires you control. So a lot has to go right before this does anything. This doesn't necessarily feel like the deck for it if we're not vamps, but we're 2/2 for 3 that might pick something off. I'm going to put it in for now, but I don't love this without the support. I think that's a pretty weak card unless you're doing the vamps thing. Ping 1, I don't, is it most? Like, most of the time says that more often than not, we are successfully damaging our opponent on any given turn. And I don't know, sometimes you hit board stalls where just nothing's happening, and then this doesn't help you get out of that. Like in a stall, this doesn't do anything. So not loving that part of it either. But vampires are so aggressive, it feels like in a dedicated black-red vampire deck, that this would be excellent. So I just think, as in our deck as of right now, I don't love it, but I could see how this can be amazing in the right context. Village Watch, 4/3 haste for 5. Oof. 5/4, flipping into a 5/4 that gives all the wolves and werewolves haste is okay. Yeah, we're probably running it on the strength of the I'm going to put them both in right now, but this is not an exciting card as far as I'm concerned, and we're gonna see if we'll see where we're at. We're probably running it because of the wolf synergies we've got, but I don't love it. Lunar Frenzy, X in a red instant. Target you control gets +X and gains well, all right. I mean, that's high risk fireball. Yeah, that's like a choose your spot, but if you choose your spot, that's gonna get it done, right? Defend the Celestis. 2 green, instant. Oh yeah, this seems good too. 3 counters, so they stick around. It's a lot, it's expensive. You don't like a combat trick at 4 mana, right? 4 mana. But that's a lot of potent power it's putting on board. And again, if you find the right spot for it. And the instant, I'm liking these instants where you can operate at instant speed on your opponent's turn and flip your werewolves to night on your turn. Yeah, JC seeing that as well. Grizzly Ghoul, we drafted a couple of in the one test draft of the format I did. Hungry for more, some more. I'm going to focus on the green, red, and then we'll see if there's any splashing for us. So there you go. That's kind of, that's it for the uncommons that don't require splashing. I'll come back and look at these if we feel like we have the tools to splash, but I want to get to the green, red, colorless, everything now. Let's actually, I'm gonna live for a second. I'm gonna look at the rares and mythics and just get those in the deck. Not this one though. Okay. Gotta hate the on-color unplayable rare. Raise the effigy, choose 1, destroy target artifact, target attacking creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That's an interesting trick. I think we talked about that in the draft. For best of 1, that's playable, but I'm not going to put it in right now unless we feel like we're short playables. Abandon the Post. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Flashback 3 and a red. That feels like a functional reprint of a card from the original Innistrad that was very good in aggressive draft decks, but I don't think I'm figuring Tovolar is good enough that I'm kind of at forcing the issue because we also found some other werewolves, but we'll see. If our green is disastrous, we'll reconsider. And maybe we just try to find a way to splash this. So it's not, I'm like 80% just on the strength of this. So we'll see. Electric Revelation. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this is the curse I'm not playing. I don't love this. Electric Revelation. Oh, we've seen, this is just this set's version of a rummage spell. Apparently we have Slash coming up, which I don't know what it means yet, but I should be happy. Another werewolf we're going to play because whatever. We're playing our werewolves. Here's the Slash people like. Oh yeah, nighttime. Oh yeah, I remember this from the draft. Sure, lightning bolt if it's nighttime, and merely good removal if not. Neonate's Rush. This spell costs control a vampire. Deals 1 damage to target creature and 1 damage to controller. Draw. Okay, if you're doing vamps, this is, you can do worse than this. But yeah, so far I haven't seen anything to give us a reason to, ability to splash. Ooh, this Forager seemed interesting. Especially if you're aggressive. I'm going to put this in for now and see if it looks like we can do that. And yeah, Burn also felt pretty good. As a 5 mana, it has everything as far as all the upsides you're looking for on a clunky 5 mana removal spell. This one has it, so I like that. Dread Knight, another vampire knight, or another vampire. Trample 5/4 enters the battlefield with a +1 point. Okay, that's a heck of a curve topper for aggro vamps, right? 6/5 trample as a curve topper if you can be aggressive the whole time. I'll put it in for consideration. Snarling Wolf. See, interesting. Like, Snarling Wolves with the Tovolar seem totally playable because it's just like blocker. Like, until they get 4 toughness out, it's block or don't block. What are you gonna do, right? So I'm liking the Wolf plan right now. Bramble Armor. When it enters the battlefield, attach it. And then it gets +2/+1, but has a hefty equip. But you get that 1 free equip. Is that good enough? I'm going to leave it in the board for now, but we'll see. Duel for Dominance. Yeah. So this is a fighter, not a biter, but we're playing our removal. Might of the Old Ways. I want to try this card out. This seems like a good time to try it. I don't know how often we draw a card here. I think my eyes, like this is where best case scenario mentality can get you, because there's a lot of limited games where if both players are slinging around a bunch of removal, neither side ever has 3 creatures and the game ends. Like, that's a real thing. So I'm worried about that, but we'll see. I'm worried about that for Coven in general. I think my gut says Coven is harder to make happen than we think. Because not only does not every game have produce 3 creatures on your side consistently, but then they all have to have different power numbers. Like, that's a little arbitrary. I mean, there's tools to help with, like Timberland Guide, but that's where I'm just thinking through that mechanic right now. That's where I'm at on it until the game shows me otherwise. Tapping at the Window, great name. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. And then flashback. So a 5 mana draw 2 creature cards, you hope. I suppose it could swing and miss, but mostly 5 mana draw 2 installment plan. It seems reasonable. There's a flashback black reanimation spell, or not reanimation, a raise dead spell that I think is interesting just because the same thing, it does installment plan. I think we're playing a guide. This Bird Admirer, well, it's a werewolf, so we got to play that. Oh, this is a combat trick that we can pull off because of our wolf count, I think. So I think we should try that. What's this? Oh, a 4/4 for 4 and then a flashback. That seems good. Wait, we've almost got a full deck here. Farmer seems fine as well. But it's not really fixing, but it's kind of draw a card, which I like. And then we get back to our splashers, possibly. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a better. It's possible. I really didn't see anything to do with fixing. Let's look. Can I not see? Can I see not basics? All right, we didn't get any non-basic lands. So I don't think we're splashing. That's fine. I just need to figure out what we're cutting then. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's already in the deck. But no, I thought there might be tap duels or something. We have 15-10. Given the wolf synergy, how many are we doing on wolves? We got 7 werewolves and 2 wolves, so we got like 9 synergy creatures. That seems pretty good. This is a creature. These red ones are just great, so we're not cutting those. Maybe you could argue for the burn the accursed, but like I'd rather cut this defend the Celestis. If I'm cutting David agrees with that, I think. We're best of 1. You could make an argument for 16, but I think I'll go 17 here. Make sure we cast our spells. We can come up with... See, it's probably just this might. I mean, I think I'm going to cut the might, but I'm going to keep an eye out for when this would be good over like a... over this burn the accursed. That's kind of what... or this Howl of the Hunt. Curve, not great. We're low on 2s, but it's sealed, so hopefully things will be a half step slow enough that the lack of 2s won't be devastating. And we have Snarling Wolf, if you consider them 2s. We have some early action, and we have early defense at least. So I'm going to run with this. Oh, wait, look. Is this... oh, no, I want to get... I thought they were... full art lands for a second, and they're like, no, they're not. Yeah, new lands to change away from every single time. Gruul's always good for the Mirage lands, though. 2 favorite Mirage lands are green and red, so... And then anything here? One more request for the reading meme. This is for our YouTube friends, too. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong view for it. I need to be here anyway, so it's like, where'd it go? I know I'm not reading, but...
Oh, no, please! I can't read your crazy moon language!
Since we have a quasi-bolt in our deck, I'll go with the old lightning bolt sleeves here. Oh, I need to make one more cut. Still haven't figured out... Oh, didn't I say it was going to be... I just haven't cut it yet. I'm going to cut Might of the Old Ways and then think about alternatives when we see some of those other non-creature spells. Free bling for Mama. Oh, we didn't name the deck. That's true. No red. We do our first thing on 4 if we don't find red, but we have this, which would be awesome with this. I'm going to keep it. We're going to take our chance. It'll be sad if the first thing we do is sighting on 4. But we're going for it. Ugh. Not the land draw we wanted. Interloper scary. Yeah, we can par it though. Hey, there's the red. Thank you for showing up in time. I'm going to go with the Stormseeker here, and then we can go into Foragers or Tovolar if the coast is clear. That would be a heck of a turn. Open mana makes me think we're not going to untap with the Stormseeker, but make him have it. It's daytime.
Is a day. Oh.
Just so. Super dead. Wow. I have no idea what the day meme says, by the way. I hooked up a bunch of memes without listening to the audio again. This is me trusting my meme masters. Like, to me, it was just a image of this card. That's all. And look, shiny day card. It's the final howl. They're howling goodbye to the night. All right, what am I playing here? I want Oppo to lose life before I try Foragers, because then maybe we can 2-spell. So then that leaves me with this or this. I'm just going to use my mana. Play around Counterspell. I don't play around Counterspells in the best of times, much less day one. What the heck? Is it nighttime? Oh, it's, wow. Thank you for the sub. Well, this is getting out of hand. I gotta say. Out of hand. So how do we not die? We gotta basically end up setting up for Burn the Accursed or Cathartic Pyre plus creature. So I'm gonna go with Farmer. Just because we're probably taking this. Oh gosh, it's got Menace, so it's tough to get a creature in front of it. Yeah. Well, we may be trying to get Burn plus Pyre then, in which case we definitely need the extra land anyway, so I'm going to run this out there. Got Pyre to pick off something if they drop an extra, and then we have to decide... Oh, sure. We're getting out-bombed right off the bat. Great. I mean, I just don't know what we're supposed to do about that. Am I supposed to discard up to 2 cards and draw because we have outs of some kind? Do we have outs? Not seeing any. I think we're just dead. Well, the beat goes on. The beats go on. Sealed is so wildly my worst format. I wonder what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's that I'm hastily building decks without looking at all my colors and stuff, but my win rate at Sealed has historically been around 50% relative to my win rate at Draft, which is in the mid-60s. So, really, the problem was we didn't name the deck. I'm sure if we name the deck, it'll all turn around. Let's see. Howling Mine. I'll put a comma in, though. Oh, I left this thing in. This does not feel great. I wonder if we should cut it. Do we even have other... vampires? We have... no other... oh, we have one other vampires? Two other vampires. Well, not great. Not great. We'll think about it. We're going to keep this, though. Something to do on 2. And if nothing else, is pump this wolf. Maybe they'll play a 2-1, and they won't be able to block, and they'll have to take a ping. Not quite. Not quite. We got one of those. Don't have it here, though. So now we can play this, but it doesn't do anything. There's another one that's in here because it's kind of a werewolf, but it's not really synergistic with our deck, per se. And... what am I doing here? This is gross. Like, I gotta send this, make them block, which they will. Maybe they won't. Oh, they're worried. Okay. So, given that... Painter makes it day, yeah. Do we want to do that? I mean... can then flip it or something. Alright. I'll try it. Death Touch. Yeah, so I could make it night, and I guess it's reasonable. I could send both. Well, I think now if I send, they're probably just going to block the wolf. But let's make him do it. So they block the zombie, I'll make that trade. It still flips it to night. And we actually accomplish something. So yeah, I'm fine with this. It's like we get to do something. Whenever this attacks, deals 1 damage to defending player. Very aggro. Can't keep a creature around. Like I said, I just don't know how easy it's going to be to... well, we can play this untapped, right? Village Watch, I guess. If I swing in, they have a double block. No, they don't have a double block because that can't block. We're at 20, so I guess I should attack. My instinct is to not want to attack into eggs because they block and then the egg cracks and turns into a dragon, but that's not how this egg works. Which is good to remember since I have it in my deck somewhere. Uncommon Heirloom Mirror. Artifact. Pay a life, draw a card. Pay 1 life, discard a card. 2. Draw a card, mill a card, then put a ritual counter on the mirror. Then if it has 3 or more, you transform it. And then you have a 4/4 demon mirror. Exile turn, and it can get bigger. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Harry, I'm kind of wanting to flip the day-night again. if we send in now, probably get double blocked. Are we okay? Because then something dies and maybe we ping. Maybe they just take it and we can ping one of the two. Actually, I'm going to do this. No, I'm not going to buff it because they do have the double block. Let me start with an attack. If they double block, okay. That's not what I want. Oh. I'm very surprised by that. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they had my thought about eggs. Well, let's do this. Should I save this? I think I should still save this. I'm just gonna actually let this flip. If we draw a werewolf, that's good for us, and if not, might end up flipping it back to do both of these depending on how it goes. Although might hold off on the guide and see if they'll just take this. All right. So yeah, we're gonna try and go little nuts here. So that actually makes me want to go. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like we can really do it all, assuming we get some damage in. I feel like if I play the guide, though, it's going to give him more of a reason to block. So I'm actually going to send without hoping that they take, but I think they might be in chump mode at 11. Let's see. Yeah, whether they're chumping is like, I'm just wondering if we're going to get this for a damage on the other one is the question. The answer doesn't look like it. The answer looks like no, but we can go like this. And I'm going to keep it nighttime and just leave that out. Yeah, we can, by not playing another spell, we can rummage away the guide. That's a good point, meta. Might want to rummage away this. We'll see. Got to win quick or we're going to have a problem. Yes, that's the weird part about the new kind of day-night rules is that cards that care about day-night sides must reflect the current time of day. Which is the flavor fail they're trying to fix from the original werewolves, which, because of the way it played out, you could have werewolves that were one side or the other at the same time, and it's like, what? Wait, do they come out at night or not here? What's up, you know? You track day and night. I mean, it's doable. Yeah, we'll do this and try to land the ambusher. Although it looks like, again, they're in chump. Hey, there we go. So now... Okay, this is just win. Like, the two extra damage really matters here. I've got some action, so maybe this isn't over, but we're going to try. Brutal. Man. Oppos have just had everything today. So far. Well, only 2 Oppos, but so far they've had everything. We got another one? Sure, why not? Creature or planeswalker, so... Oh, wait. Hey, we do it. We can actually kill one of these things. How about that? We know he can't ping face, but it actually works. Are they dead? How are they dead? But we do get to kill one of these. Because we had our one of our other 2 vampires there. As Hat observed, though, while they can get a 4/4 demon here, it will be tapped because the mirror will be tapped. So it's not... We might just be under the gun here on not losing to this demon. Under the gun, just under the wire is what I meant to say. Just in time. Oh, a couple... That's one blocker. Well, now they're not dead. Because they got a chump for the 4/3 and they go to 1. Yeah, we just can't keep a creature in any of our games so far. Cathartic Pyre, big help. Almost. Creature, planeswalker, so we can take out the blocker and get him to 1. 1 is not 0, though, you may have known. But what's the plan otherwise? I guess we send in and... try to make him chump. The difference between 1 and 3 here isn't a big enough deal. I'd rather just have them trade off their creature and hold up the pyre. Looking like they're digging to figure out what to eliminate with their Rotten Reunion flashback. We'll see. I think if they come up with a big creature that dies to this, we'll be happy we still have it. That, of course, doesn't. Hey, lightning bolt's good, huh? Now who's coming up Millhouse, Ryan?
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
I'll take it. Oh, the whole game seems to just be defined by who had the right removal at the right time. Tail end of the coffee. Tail end of me putting up modern land staples up on my store. If you ever see anything from my store, you can... I don't have everything listed that I have. If there's something specific you're looking for, you can always reach out to me in Discord or at GoingOptimal@gmail.com. And if there's something I have that you're looking for, we can coordinate sales on the side. I will also match Card Kingdom's buy prices on your stuff if you want to sell to me. right, we're going to keep this, but we have to Rockfall Vale for ETB tapped, or play a forest and play a wolf, but then not necessarily have a turn 2 play. We're going to keep, though. And how should we start this? I think we should go for wolf. Yeah, we could do egg on turn 2. We do have duel for dominance. I want to set up wolf into Tovolar on 3, though. I kind of like getting this wolf going. I'm going to do the wolf. If we find a basic land off the top, then we get to curve out the way we want. We didn't, so now we got to do this. But we still are in a spot where if we draw a basic land and Oppo doesn't play a defense... Well, now we kind of make him block. This is effectively a forced block. I'm going to do it. Maybe they won't read. Don't read. Don't read. Don't read it, Oppo. I didn't. Maybe it doesn't trigger on wolves. I don't remember because I didn't read it. You got to be like me, Oppo. Yeah. We'll take it. How can we lose? We drew a card off Tovolar. Isn't that the same thing as winning a game? Duel's an instant. We could flip this to the night side. The trouble is, duel is a fight, not a bite, so the death touch matters. I kind of like send in wolf, see if any blocks happen. If they kind of need to block, so that's not a surprise. Then we're gonna pump, and now we can let it flip, and I can duel on the flip side. Now, I'm not going to do egg because we can actually flip Tovolar. And we get to fight. Yeah, we're going to kill. I even have an upkeep stop set. So we're going to do it before they draw. Well, killing the mob, though, is what I wanted to do. All right. I guess I asked for that. But my opponents had Olivia's Midnight Ambush every single possible time that they could have freaking Olivia's Midnight Ambush. It's just been unreal. But I think that cost us the game. It's gonna be hard to come back now. No land. I'm gonna go ahead and play the farmer, try to find land, and then play the guide as well, or the egg. No, you can't do... There's no window to cast before your opponent untaps. That stupid thing. Ugh. Well, 4, 5, 6. I guess we go... Bird Admirer Guide. And where do we put the guide points? put it on the guide itself. Farmer being a 3/4 has some sense here with the mob, but I feel like the mob's just getting bigger. Still, we could put it on Bird Admirer. Yeah, I guess the farmer makes sense. Morning Apparition. If would be put in a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead, and it has Disturb for 3 and a white. Wait, how does that work? You may cast this card from your graveyard, transformed for its... So wait, does it... I don't understand this card. Is the idea that you dying just right, but if it would be, oh, sorry, I got the wrong side. It transforms into, I was reading left to right. That was weird. I was like, it starts here. How does it start here, right? Stormseeker then. Yeah, we'll throw this out. And trouble is, I still don't have attacks I like. So whatever, it doesn't matter. Big thing. Doesn't look great, but a 6/6 on this board seems pretty great. Yeah, I guess it's better than just a 6. Yeah, the drain is real. So what's the plan then? Hold mountain, yes, but do I bother even playing the foragers now? What does flipping get me? Gets me a 3/5, which I guess combines to block that. But maybe it's not worth it. I'm going to throw this out so that I can start rummaging. I mean, it gets this flipped, but I like the idea of now we can rummage next turn and get to night. I am participating in the sweatsuit today, by the way. Flying Lifelink, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature controls a dial, exile it instead. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. Have we won a game yet? What? This is our second game? We 0-1? 0-2 now? Oh yeah, we got the bolt to the face luck win. Yes, so we're about to be 1-2. I haven't updated my record. I say no blocks for AM. Pyre. I mean, I don't like. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this if I can't kill it. Die? I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. I expect you to rummage, Mr. Bond. Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm surely being introduced to some of the more powerful cards in the set and all of the amazing instant speed removal of the set. Well, now Oppo's just showing off. Whatever. Welcome back, Ryan. You enjoying yourself? I kind of am, but a little frustrating to get knocked around by absurd cards. I mean, I've been knocked around by absurd cards for 3 straight games. One of them I happened to top deck just the right amount of burn to get a win, but this has not been going well. Well, they only have a certain number of slots for Mythics, a certain number of slots for Rares. Often the colors of the Mythics and Rares are kind of predetermined as well. There's a lot less wiggle room to just throw things around at different rarities than you might think. I guess we'll start on the egg. Not much else to play. All right, third land is huge for us. It sets up Tovolar. It sets up the rest of our hand. This, especially the farmer, getting us a 4th land. Triskaidekaphile likes 13s. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. Okay, interesting. What does this do? Trample, Daybound. So, yeah, maybe just play that, and then we follow with Tovar. We don't need to play Farmer because we got our land drops coming up. And Lunar Frenzy maxed out is a 4-mana spell, right? So we would just get a good chunk of the egg done. Burn the Accursed. Well, now that is a nice blocker. Maybe they won't, but they kind of have to if I play Tovolar. But maybe with this instant speed frenzy, I could probably just pass, flip, and then have Frenzy available if they attack. And then, yeah, First Strike, it does still, that's true. Frenzy for 0 does give First Strike and wins combat. Is that, maybe that's worth it. It's a good call, Pablo. But all right, I'm gonna do it. That sold me. They kind of have to block. We trade our Frenzy. Now, we don't put a lot of counters on the egg, but we keep both of our creatures. We draw a basic land. We have Burn the Accursed to protect both of these attacking next turn. I think that's what's worth it to me. And if we fail to find that basic land, we at least get Farmer to try and find our 5th land. Or we wait and make it night. Oh boy, do I want a basic land. One-time basic land. Oh, so cruel. So now, though, we can send in just the Infiltrator. And if they block it, they need to double block. Or they can block it with the Wrangler, and then we at least draw a card off it. Or they can double block to avoid the card. And then we 1/1. We need to pass without playing anything. If we don't play any of these spells and pass the turn, it becomes night. But I'm not super happy about that plan. If we send both, though, what does this do? 1 mana of any color, and you can transform it to have be a 5/6. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's not nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna make this offer. It's probably a bad block by Oppo. They should have double blocked. That would have been the most punishing thing for me, but I'll take this. All right, now we found the land. Now we can let Day-Night flip, have an instant speed removal spell, and be able to untap and hopefully stay night. Why is every Oppo just perfectly positioned? Are you kidding me? With the 6 toughness? With the 6 toughness? Are you kidding me? Well, that's all right. So now we've got effectively a 7/7, and or it doesn't get toughness. If they, well, we'll attack. If they block both, then we have Burn the Accursed if we want, or even the Howl. Anyway, the point is we're going to attack. We got lots of instant speed things to do. Okay, so they're going for that block, and now that means I got to figure out my S. So we have this. Probably just do that. Make a 6/6 that takes out their 3/6. Just had to make sure how I was going to do the killing before I set this, and I am going to go Howl. And I could give it Trample, but Trample doesn't help here, so we're just going to leave that. I worked out with the dense werewolf deck. Although, in this case, I mean, we have an untapped creature, but it would have done the thing without being a wolf in that particular case. I like that this Shadow Beast sighting feeds the egg while being a creature. That's cool. Well, really gonna send in again here? Yeah, it's a total Kessig Wolf run. Classic Magic design thing. Make an ability on a card be the exact ability on an iconic or at least fairly well-known card. So now I could give this Trample if we're not doing anything else. Definitely want to give it Trample. I'm just deciding whether we're pumping anything into it. And I think I want to go Sighting or Farmer for the land. So we're going to give it Trample and either find a land and play the Sighting, or don't find a land and play the Farmer. painter. Now we'll go to the farmer plan as planned. Green. Yeah, farmer's just been draw a card, right? It's a land, but it has drawn me a land every time. A 2/3 for 3 that draws you a land is a solid card. It's just not 100%. It's just acted like it this time. Kind of like Stormseeker Self-Haste. Yeah, this actually enters as well, right? But this is a good place to start. Right, and then this becomes a 5/4, and with the Midnights, with this, we can make either of these kill this. No, we put it here, and then both wolves threaten to kill this thing, right? That's what I'm thinking. Kind of want to send the farmer too. If they want to block the farmer and take the 5/4 and the 6/6, that's good. Although they have all the mana they want and 3 cards in hand. So maybe if I send in everything, they do something to kill one of these, take the other one, and then eat the farmer. Yeah, it's true. I guess if they do that, I still don't care, so that's fine. Yeah, it does feel like yet another ambush, right? Well, got some kind of a plan here. Flash flying. When it enters the battlefield, up to 1 target creature an opponent controls gets -2, so they can... Yeah, if they want to do shenanigans here... Okay, they can now eat the slasher. That's a pretty good play. Oh, but I wouldn't... Well, I guess they can still kill that too, sure, because they can double block it. I was thinking still not enough to kill the thing. Now, can we pump? If we go 5, that doesn't even do it. So I'm going to go ahead and... like, we don't even have the tools to kill this thing here. We will have 1 point of damage, but that's not going to be enough. Because of this, unless we have... Yeah, that's not going to do it. Bummer. So that is a good... I didn't know about this card. But I don't think we have anything except this, and lose our biggie. And draw a card. Oh, Pyre's nice. So now we can at least finish this thing off. Let's take that gift. I guess I had to flip it to daytime, but clearly worth the cost. Let's see how many memes I missed. I'm going to give you any of the cards that were... Let's see. Ooh, I think I've played this card so far.
He's right. Ain't no rules that the dog can't play basketball.
I didn't. Wrong wolf, but okay, you got a free one. I did just play this one, though.
And our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire.
And then you get this one again.
Is a day, oh.
I still don't know what it says. I have no idea what that meme is. Didn't even listen. Trusted my meme makers like a fool. This Ambusher has not been good in this deck. I don't have much to play over it, but I think it's going to be great in the aggro. Boy, aggro black-red vampires. This is going to be an all-star A- type card. We're going to keep this. No 2s yet, but this deck doesn't have a ton of them, so not a huge surprise. Nothing changes. We'll play Bird Admirer here on 3, and nothing has changed, so that's what we're doing. Come on, play a 2-1 that you can't block, and then, ha-ha, we ambush you, ha-ha. I note the pause there, so it feels like it is another ambush, like -2/-2 that they couldn't cast because it doesn't kill the thing. Another mirror. We had that modal spell that kills artifacts in our pool, but we didn't put it in the deck. Boy. Now I'm going to go ahead and send this. Let it flip, and we'll probably howl it at end of turn just to... Well, it's good for us that that got milled. Or is that... Let's see if they get it back. Anyway, I'm going to howl and make ourselves a 5/7. Boy, is that a rare? That's a common? It's a lot of oomph for... I know these decayed creatures aren't incredible, but that is a heck of a lot of value for a common. Yeah, decayed tokens are very cheap. All right, I'm going to do the howl thing. Let's... It's eggs, basket, etc., but we don't have... I feel like we don't have a choice here with our mana. And yeah, I'm going to get in. If this lands, the ambusher... Or sorry, oh, I thought we had... Oh, foragers, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, we do foragers, ambusher. Kind of a lucky draw to have these and even get any value out of it, but we'll take it. Oh, I flipped my own Bird Admirer, but you do what you gotta. I don't think it's a punt. I think you gotta use the mana value from the foragers when it presents itself like that. Maybe I should have mentioned it, right? I should have been aware that I was doing it, but I think had I thought it all the way through, I would have continued on that plan. Lunar Frenzy could let us flip it again. We got this stupid glut of 5ers in our hand. And the only thing we get by, you know, we could play the Wolf, and then we have the Frenzy. Anything else flip? We just get the Bird Admirer back on the other side. Yeah, it's not that big a deal, though, GY, right? Like, this being a little bigger. It was fine. It's fine. But if getting the Wolf out matters, we could do it. And still have Frenzy for 2. And potentially... Yeah, I'm gonna keep attacking with the Frenzy. If we get basic land, I want to cast my 5s anyway, although we'll have a choice of how we want to do it. So these can bounce, and then I'm just going to win combat here and feel good about that. And I can do that for 2. So I'll do that for an X of 2 and then still play the wolf. Yeah, there are blocks they could have gone for that would have been worse for them than that was, but we'll take it. Now if we find a basic off the top and they go for, like, making a tapped demon, we can try and just win next turn here. Burn the Accursed has them at a virtual 5, and removing a blocker, like removing the 3/4, should just be game. That 2/2 does not... Huh. We getting swept? I don't know what's going on here if both of these are attacking. I mean, the 2/2 can't block, so I can understand that attacking, but the 3/4 coming in would be like, what? Five mana sweeper? Maybe. Show it to me. It was indeed a sweeper. Damn. What the hell is this? All right, well, I'm going to put an upkeep stop on. We're going to try to burn the demon out of the sky after we flip our bird admirer. I could attack even. It's a free attack, basically. Is that the play? Because I could also just play one of these. Haste. I'll just play that next turn with haste. Yeah, it seems fine to me to do it this way. Try again. No, I guess I should read, huh? I'm gonna give myself a no reading meme. I won't do this later in the format.
Oh no, please! I can't read your crazy moon language!
I make him take up their whole turn, but this is obviously a mistake. But it's my no reading mistake. I literally did not read that card. It's like, the demon does something, but it's just big. Yeah, Krauser, all you have to do is read the card and it tells you that. What's wrong with you? So we'll go Village Watch here. And at this point, we're just trying to get big enough to get around this, but between my misreading and Oppo having a Mythic Sweeper, we are on track to lose. Really dumb to waste this removal, though. I mean, we could win this game if I just read the card and thought it through. But this is now my least favorite card in the format. I'm just getting wrecked left, right, and sideways by a 2-mana kill anything in your deck instant speed black removal spell. This card has been utterly absurd. So far, I've not seen it cast for -2/-2. I've only seen it cast to kill all of my werewolves every turn. Bleh. I should actually read this. What did they get back? Did they get back anything? Or they already used it? Did they get back this? I don't know. I'm not paying attention. When this enters the battlefield, create 2. Okay, so, when you, all right, just making sure that that's a trade. So I'll offer it. I don't know if 100% have been black, but most have certainly been. 4 of them at least have been. Classic Spain fumbling through sealed. I swear, I can't win at sealed. Yeah, what the heck, Red Black? Red Black has such absurd removal. I can't even... I guess the pendulum has swung back. Remember when removal was clunky and bad? Welcome to Innistrad. Holy hell. Yeah. Well, if you know my history with sealed, the result may be not surprising. I guess my big takeaway is they have it. You know that pause with the 2 mana and the cards in hand? It's removal that will straight up kill your creature with nothing you can do about it. They have it. That's the lesson. Bye.